Readjusting your priorities. With upload, what to relieve, readjust, release, reduce, set priorities, delegate. So figuring out what is the most important for you. And understanding that your happiness is one of those priorities, your love, your integrity. This feels like somebody that used to dim their light because it would bother the people around them. But my loves, when that happens, you need to shine it even brighter. Okay? You need to accept yourself, like the card says, unapologetically, even more. You have nostalgia with Scorpio energy. Remembering the past, memories, revisit the past, return of someone from the past. Some of you could be experiencing some sort of like you thought you had found your true purpose, and then people from the past keep like pulling at your energy to try to convince you like, no, remember you used to be this person and you used to do this and you were whatever, and projecting their shit onto you. Okay, so this feels like somebody from the past that is trying to pull you back or keep you stuck in your past, or the past version of yourself. But this also feels like a part of you, like your soul, is trying to defend yourself by understanding that you are not the past version of yourself, that you have grown from these past versions of yourself, or from these projections of the people from the past. Okay? You've had to be very patient, extremely patient. This feels like somebody that was carrying a lot of shit that didn't even belong to them. That a lot of it were lies or projections of other people. They keep showing me the evil eye. But remember, we cleared out the curses and all of that at the beginning of the reading. By taking the power, or calling your power back from it. Another exercise of like when you feel a little ungrounded, you can go outside and you can sit under the sun, or just be close to nature, or go for a walk in a park or in the woods. But you can put your hands over your heart and say, I call my power back to me from all the people that have been harnessing my energy, from all the people that have been wishing ill on me in any way, intentionally or unintentionally. I call my power back to me. I call my power back to me. I call my power back to me. Also try to do it when you wake up from the dream realm and before you go back into the dream realm. Okay? Because when you wake up and when you go to bed, those are 2 points of transition that you really need to shield yourself up in and call your power back to you. Okay. Can we clarify delegate? Somebody is delegating their emotions. Somebody is making sure that they are balancing their emotions. This is somebody that does not like drama, is very kind-hearted, artistic, and diplomatic. Can we clarify temperance? Alchemy keeps sticking out. Can we clarify? Okay, so some of you could be working on your stubbornness. You might be like, your stubborn quality might have kept you in this like kind of uninterested energy, like nothing was important to you, or like nothing seemed important. But they're trying to tell you to work on being like on the things that are stubborn. There's also codependency and clinging. So this feels like attachment issues, or you were letting go of these type of energies. People that are clingy, people that are codependent, people that are stubborn and stuck in their ways, or people that are ruled by materialism. or parts of you that are all of these things, okay? But this feels like re-engaged, seizing the day. This is Cancer energy, proactive, focus, interactive, enthusiasm for life, gratitude, self-awareness. So again, it could be like these qualities could be within you, like you're letting go of certain codependencies, either to people or substances or whatever it might be. You're trying to see life not just by like survival mode of like being ruled by materialism, but also asking the questions of why the fuck am I doing this? Like, why? Example, why am I doing these spiritual readings, right? Like, why am I deciding to take time out of my day to give these messages to the people that need them, right? It could be whatever reason, but it's like asking you those type of questions of like, why am I playing the guitar? Why am I learning? Why do I want to learn how to play the guitar? Why am I being pulled to a guitar? I don't know why they keep showing me a guitar, but that's why I'm using it. But like refocusing your priorities is very important right now. Embody feminine power, insecure, blocked creativity, dependence, negligence. So some of you are stepping out of this insecurity or this insecure energy, and you have dependence and codependency here. So some of you guys might have been dependent on the projections or the opinions of other people around you, and you might have been looking for validation from these negative energies, from these people that are already blocked creatively and are already insecure. So instead of finding validation, you found projections, you found judgment from these people around you. So they're trying to like unblock your creativity. Another way to do that is by working on your sacral and solar plexus chakra. Self-entrapment, doom and gloom, hands tied, drama queen, paralyzing fear, crisis, negative thoughts, as I was saying. So a way to liberate yourself out of this stagnant energy or these negative thoughts is by rearranging your priority, asking yourself what is important to you, why you are doing certain things, why you keep falling into the same type of negative thoughts or negative cycles. But this feels like somebody that needs to empower their feminine energy more. So it could be like through your creative energy. Impulsive, foolish, fools rush in, holding back, reckless, foolish, lack of faith, restless. Okay. Some of you might have your energy so chaotic that you don't know where to start. And there's like a lack of faith within yourself because of the projections or judgments or opinions of others around you. It's kind of like they have convinced you that you don't deserve to shine your light. And that's nobody's call other than you. Okay? Like, you get to save yourself by being true to you, is what this is feeling like. There could be a masculine energy here that's a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio that has been trying to help you see like the beauty within you. Pride before fall, egocentric, conceited, self-centered, vain, disgrace, narcissism, failure, being a follower. Being a follower is the one that's sticking out most. And narcissism, like, in a way you've trapped yourself in this stagnant energy by following the opinions of narcissistic people. Oh, okay. This feels like this person from the past that's trying to keep you stuck in the past or pull you back to your past version or past versions or the parts of you that you have outgrown is a narcissistic person, and they don't want you to shine your own light. It's like, no, you're taking my shine away. Like, you're dimming my light. So you need to go back to the part of you that's afraid of shining your light or walking in your true purpose. For some, you guys could be singers, or because the throat chakra is very prominent here, and creativity. You might be songwriters, but some of you guys are musically gifted. I can sense that. Priorities and uncluttered life. Priorities keep coming up in purpose, like rearranging your priorities. Releasing materialism, minimalism, reevaluating less is more. So some of you guys are learning the art of less is more. Of like removing yourself from these narcissistic energies or these people that are very negative, and instead of feeding them and paying attention to them and following their instruction of dim your light because you're making me uncomfortable, you're kind of like, by letting go of them or of these parts of you, you're also focusing more on like being present. This feels like somebody that needs to learn how to be present and needs to learn how to see the beauty within them to then be able to see the beauty within life. This feels like somebody that might write very depressing songs. I'm not judging, okay? I'm just saying what I'm picking up on. Or somebody that is learning or outgrowing that type of energy and is now learning how to transmute the negative or depressing energy and making it more of a healing energy. So learning how to heal through your gift, learning how to heal through your music or through your expressive, whatever it is, expressive, I'm looking for a word and it's not in my brain right now. But basically somebody that, like, by taking your time away from these people or calling your power back from these people and these projections, you are now able to give yourself more time, to give yourself more love, to see the beauty within you, to see the beauty within your poetry, to see the beauty within your creative process, okay? Reevaluate, lacking a strategy, reassess, make adjustments, set goals, define your purpose. So they're encouraging you to, again, ask, though, like, why am I doing this? Why is this so important to me? Why is this so important to my soul? Why is it every time I try to walk away from my creative expressions, I get pulled back to them? For some of you, you guys could be learning photography or getting more into photography. And that is a way, a lot of people don't know this, but art is a way to heal yourself. Art is a way to help others heal. So whatever art that is, it's or expressive outlet, there is the word I was looking for. It's helping you heal and helping others heal as well when they receive this creative expression. So they are trying to tell you that there's better times ahead, tranquility, becoming stable, overcoming hardship, peace, restoration, conflicts, and conflicts resolved. So by stepping away from these energies that are egocentric and narcissistic and don't want to share the spotlight with you, you're actually learning how to shine your true light, not this dimmed version of yourself, okay? Did I not say I was being shown a guitar? You saw that. You saw that. But it came out like this in limbo. Lack of direction. So some of you guys might feel like you need some direction. Start by asking yourself, why is music important to me? You know, like, what's the purpose of me loving this hobby? What's the purpose of me writing poetry? What's the purpose? Like, how is this going to affect others when they receive this creative expression? Dishonest with self and others, staying for the wrong reasons, afraid of commitment, faking happiness. So for some of you, you guys are going to have to accept that by accepting this dimmed version of yourselves, you're hurting yourself, you're hurting your purpose, that's why you feel so uneasy, and you're feeding this lie that you are this dimmed version of yourself, when in reality you're such a bright light and you have such strong medicine within you to be able to heal others. Okay, for some of you, guys might have been raised by narcissistic parents, or might have been in an abusive relationship. Trigger warning, I am sorry. And it's kind of like you've believed what they've told you, or what they've fed to you in your past. There's a metamorphosis here occurring within you. Internal changes, transmute, rebirth, purging, regenerate, emerging, transfiguration. And you have Scorpio energy. So through this metamorphosis, you are going through a rebirth. So you have outgrown these past versions of yourself. The codependent version, the uninterested version, the version of you that couldn't focus on your purpose or on your happiness. The version of you that kept lying to yourself, telling you that you were not worthy of success, that you were not worthy of shining your light, that you were not worthy of sharing your wisdom with other people. Even though deep down inside you know it could help other people. You know it makes you happy. Like walking in your purpose makes you happy. And sometimes that's why it bothers people when certain people shine their light. It's because they have to accept that they don't get to share their light, so why do you get to share it, you know? But the only thing stopping them from sharing their light is themselves, you know, by not sharing it, by believing that, you know, there's a certain amount of light and that's it. And it's like, no, everybody gets to shine their light however they want to. So you have Ace of Coins, new beginnings, offer potential flourishing, abundance, security, stability, meeting someone new. So for some of you, by walking away from these narcissistic energies, you actually get to meet your soul family, because I heard soul family as I read meeting someone new. Or an actual, or it could be this King of Cups energy that is very kind-hearted and doesn't like drama, and is basically the opposite of all these narcissistic energies. Because there's a huge potential in you, and Spirit wants you to focus on your potential and stop being mean to yourself. Like, forgive yourself for believing these lies, for believing these projections, you know. But it's time for something new to be birthed here. It's time for, I heard it's your time to shine. It's your time to shine. What's this Ace of Coins? Okay, for some of you, you might be looking for shortcuts around shadow work. No such things, my loves. In order to change or to go through this metamorphosis, you have to face parts of yourself that you've been running from or rejecting. It could be the codependency, it could be the like following these narcissistic people. But they're telling you letting go, detachment, release, limiting beliefs, and stop hiding your true self. So your shadow self is a part of you that is hiding your true self and is fighting to keep that true self hidden from the world. When in reality, your soul wants it to shine, wants it to give the medicine out, not to hide it. And remember, when the shadow works off of fear a lot. That's why you face your fears when you're doing shadow work. So it's like either fears placed by other people or fears placed by yourself. But you need to face those fears. Then you have a near miss, a narrow escape, stall, delaying the inevitable, averting disaster, resisting, as I was just talking about resisting. Okay, this is a clear warning for whoever's watching this. There's a tower moment coming if you do not step out of this stagnant energy. It's like Spirit's gonna step in and help you step out of it, and it's gonna be not that easy. So the best thing is for you to do your shadow work and face the fears that have been limiting you, and to stop hiding your true self, stop hiding your light, stop dimming yourself down because of fear of disappointment or fear of judgment from these narcissistic energies. This feels like a diamond in the rough, like this diamond that is like so bright, and it's being dimmed by the people around it because the people around it don't want it to shine as bright as a diamond does, right? This feels like it's surrounded, like whoever is watching this, you're a person that's surrounded by very negative energies and by very narcissistic energies that just want the light on themselves and don't want to share that light or that stage with anybody else, especially with you, because they see the light in you. And a lot of the times narcissistic people will reflect the parts of you that they like at the beginning, and then they start showing their true self like progressively as the more you get to know them, like you start seeing the mask, you know. But in a way, that's something you can take away from narcissistic people, is that they reflect the parts of you that they like. Okay, so remember that. But they need you to step out of this fear of disappointing these narcissistic people, or step out of trying to find validation within people that have only been mean to you and not encouraged you. But there is somebody here that I'm picking up on that does see the beauty in you, does see this wisdom in you, does see this light in you. And maybe they haven't expressed it, but they see it and they appreciate it, okay? So now it's kind of more like time for you to see it by asking yourself the hard questions of why am I doing certain things. You have self-love, time for reflection, as I said earlier, holding back, repressed, tuning into your intuition, taking care of yourself. And this is like maybe that's why they showed me like somebody walking around a park. This looks like a fountain in like a pond or somewhere. But like reflecting, kind of like not being scared of your own light, not being scared of your own creative energy. With creative spark here, needing an outlet. Inception, emerging ideas, bubbling underneath the surface, lacking direction. So you have two cards that say lacking direction. So you really, okay, for some of you guys, it's been really hard for you to do self-love or self-reflection because you guys are breaking cycles. And it's not easy to break cycles, right? It's not easy to break out of these cycles of limiting beliefs, cycles of limiting projections, cycles of negative energy. Like being surrounded by negative energy is very draining. It's extremely draining, especially if you're such a sensitive soul, such a gifted soul, such a creative soul. But this feels like you just, okay, now they're showing me like somebody vomiting like a rainbow. So like you have all this wisdom in you, all this creative energy in you, that these people around you want to kind of like keep closed, or a closed lid on, you know? Like stop holding yourself back. The way of doing this is by doing the shadow work, by giving yourself the self-love that you need and that the little version of you needed if you were raised by narcissistic parents, or if you've been through some sort of abusive relationship. Please, you know, They keep showing me my Lumeria deck, so I'll go on with that. And I'll finish the reading there. But I'm talking to very gifted souls, so please, please, I ask you from the bottom of my heart, do not give up on yourself. Do not give up on your purposes. Do not dim yourself down to make other people uncomfortable. I mean, to make other people comfortable because they don't like how bright your light is. The reason your light bothers them is because they have to still find their light. And that's not your problem. That's something they can only heal. You have Starseer. Anything else for this collective? Surrender. So they're asking you to surrender to your true self, surrendering to your self-love. Portal Keeper and root chakra. So they want you to focus on your root chakra and unblocking it and grounding it. A way to ground it is by eating more fruits and vegetables that are red. Tomatoes, strawberries, cherry tomatoes, that type of energy. Jamaica, agua de Jamaica, or as some English people would say, like hibiscus tea, but we call it hibiscus water because that's what it is. It's really good to unblock your root chakra and balance it. Again, if you were raised by narcissistic parents, your root chakra could be very blocked, and a way of releasing yourself from that trauma is by forgiving your parents. A lot of the time it's just understanding that they were passing down their traumas to you, their unhealed wounds to you, either intentionally or unintentionally. But this feels like somebody that was raised like everything is your fault, when in reality it wasn't your fault. Okay, so you were just a child, you were just a kid. So whatever happened to you as a kid, whatever trauma occurred, it would be wise to forgive whoever caused the trauma by understanding that it was just passed down trauma, an unhealed trauma. In a way, you call your power back like that. And I'm not telling you have to forgive these people if not, your life is gonna be shit. But in reality, when we forgive the people that hurt us, when we forgive ourselves for keeping ourselves stuck in these limiting beliefs, you also liberate yourself to your true power. You liberate your true self. So that's kind of like what this is feeling like. But I want to read Portal Keeper and Starseer from the book. So give me a second, because those are very... I know you guys already got a lot of wisdom from the other. And it's 5:52 as I'm recording this right now. So that might be an angel number you want to look up. 5:52. And 5 is the number of change. And 2 is a number of... It's a number representing partnership. So you guys need to start... And truth as well. 5 is the number of truth. My truth seekers. So please be aware of the people you have around you. So now they're making me think of the real, where it's like, maybe you're not a shitty person. Maybe you're just surrounded by shitty people, you know? So we'll start with the Portal Keeper. Or we'll start with the Starseer and then go to the Portal Keeper. Some of you guys could be spiritually gifted as well with the Portal Keeper. Like you guys, or through your artistic outlets, you guys open portals and are able to close portals and are portal keepers, you know? You guys can help heal a lot of people, especially if you have, like, music is very powerful. It could really help somebody heal, or it could really hurt somebody's energy. So please be aware of that and use it wisely. 432 hertz is normally the healing energy. So, you know, for all my music people out there, keep that in mind. And I'm somebody that's like a music, like I don't just listen to music, like I experience it, because I am fully in it, you know, in the layers of the music and the words of the music and the medicine of the music. So we got 46. So number 46 is Starseer. You have listened to your intuition, trust the holistic journey, dreams finding their way into being, the bigger picture, a more aligned outcome than expected, clarity of the greater path. So finding direction within your path, right? Because you had like a lack of direction. Have you ever headed toward a specific destination, but instead of it being where you ended up, the journey was a catalyst for getting you where you are meant to go? Have you ever felt the universe was conspiring against you and nothing seemed to be working out as planned, but then everything came together in a way that was so perfect? This card is about the journey not going as planned, but the outcome being better than you thought possible. When we set our dreams and intentions, internal or external shifts may need to occur before we start to see results. Outdated doors may need to close. Ideas that are holding you back may need to transform. Life's winding roads may make it seem as though you are off the path despite how right your decisions may feel. Trust and know that your higher self may